Hi everyone, once again today we are going to be running through some amazing affordable products that I believe are better than or just as good as their high-end counterparts. So if you're wanting to grab yourself a bargain but not compromise on the quality, you need to stay tuned right until the end of this video. Now I've done 3 of these videos already. I will link them all in the description box, but this is the most up-to-date version. Let's get straight on with it. If you are new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload 2 to 3 videos here on YouTube every single week. I'm also on Instagram if you fancy checking me out over there, and I'd really appreciate it if you would come and join the best subscribers in the world by clicking on that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Let's get on with it. Okay, jumping into the first product, I've mentioned this numerous times on my channel before, but never in one of these videos, and it's been around long enough to have featured in a previous video, and I'm not quite sure why I didn't put it in. So apologies for that. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely fantastic for anybody with a dry skin, a normal skin, a combi skin, even an oily skin. If you have overly oily skin, I would recommend the original Camo Concealer rather than the Hydrating Camo Concealer. But if you've used the Camo Concealer before and you thought it was a little bit drying on your under eyes, like me, you may want to try this one out because it has really good coverage. I think it goes on at a medium coverage, but can definitely be built up to a full coverage. This can be effortlessly applied with your fingers, a brush, or a sponge. I've had great success with all 3 methods of application, and it's got the most beautiful satin finish. So it's not a matte finish, it doesn't look dry, it doesn't accentuate any dryness. In fact, when I've had dryness underneath my eyes, you would not know with this concealer. I just love it. It's great. It doesn't crease on me if I only apply 1 layer. If I apply 2 layers, I need to set this in place either with a setting powder or a setting spray, whichever one I choose to use that day, but I've had great success. It's not my ride or die. I wouldn't say this has taken over from my ride or die concealer combination, but it comes really close. If you haven't tried it already, I highly recommend that you do. Jumping straight into the next product, and this actually baffles me a little why everybody in their right mind isn't shouting about this product, because it is stunning, absolutely beautiful on my skin. It's from Revolution Pro and it's their Goddess Glow Cream Highlighter. Now, this comes in 2 different shades. I have the shade Ablaze. I did have both of the shades. I think I may have given the other one away because it's too deep for me, but this is the one that just looks amazing on my skin. However, if you do have a deeper skin tone than me, you'll want the other one, and I will list it in the description box for you. It's just beautiful. I'm going to show you a swatch on the screen now. This is subtle, but you can build it up to be va 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 voom if you want to. You all know that's not really my thing. I think I'm the only one that's talking about this. I've no idea why. It's just beautiful. You can put this underneath your foundation. You can apply this on the top of your foundation. You can apply this to bare skin all over if you want that seriously glowy look. I prefer to apply this underneath my foundation, but I have been known to add a touch on the top of the foundation as well, just for that little extra bit of glow. This is not overly glittery, which is why I love it so much. It's more of an illuminator than a sparkle. This reminds me quite a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury Highlighter Wand and also the iconic London Radiance Booster, which are far pricier than this. This also comes with a sponge applicator on the end, which is really useful when you're wanting to be precise with your highlight, but it also has an on-off switch, so it's really travel friendly. You're not going to squeeze this all over your handbag or all over your luggage. The reason I really like this though is because it's in a squeezy tube. Even though it has this sponge applicator, you can actually squeeze quite a bit of the product out if you're wanting more of it in the palm of your hand. That way you can mix it with a matte foundation or an illuminating foundation to change the actual finish of the foundation and make it more illuminating and more radiant. I cannot speak highly enough of this. It's amazing and I love it. Another highlighter that I've been absolutely raving about ever since it first touched my skin is from Revlon. This is the Skin Lights Prismatic Highlighter in the shade Daybreak Glimmer. If you have a skin tone that's deeper than mine, there are shades that will suit you within this range. It is absolutely to die for. This is multi-purpose, and what I mean by that is if you want something quite subtle, you can have that with this. This doesn't have massive sparkle, it's more illuminating, which, like the first product you all know, is more my thing. But if you want a little bit of a punchier highlight, you can definitely get it with this as well. You can build this up dry, or you can dampen the skin or dampen a brush and get a real pop of highlight. So I'm just gonna grab a mirror and apply a little bit of this just so you can see immediately. Ha 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 ha. How gorgeous is that? It's just stunning. I 100% adore this product. The texture is smooth and soft. It's not gritty and dry like some affordable highlighters can be. I would not know that this was an affordable product had it not come in this packaging. Put this in Gucci packaging and I would not have quibbled. Moving on to another amazing product that I haven't heard anyone talk about. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section if you've heard loads of people rave to the moon and back about this. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places, but this is fast becoming one of my favorite mascaras. I love it. I have this on today and my lashes look gorgeous, if I do say so myself. I mean, I'm blowing my own trumpet here, but somebody has to. This is from L'Oreal and it is the Air Volume Mega Mascara. It is beautiful. It's creamy. It's not too liquidy, but it's definitely not dry. It's a lovely creamy formula. It's so easy to apply and I adore the wand because it means you can really cake on that mascara, but the wand means that your lashes won't look clumpy, they'll stay separated, but they'll add masses of volume and that's what I like. I'm not bothered about a lengthening mascara. If you are, this may not be for you, but if you want full fat lashes, definitely check this one out. I adore it. I really do. This gives fullness and flutteriness, and because of that whipped creamy texture, it doesn't take forever to apply. You're not adding 3 coats of this. 1 coat and I'm pretty much good to go. If I want extra volume, 2 coats is amazing. So yeah, I love this and I think the quality of it is unbelievable. Next product. Now, this is definitely not going to be for everybody. If you've got a combination oily skin or you've got an oily skin, you may want to give this one a miss. If you don't like anything tacky on the skin whatsoever, again, you may want to give this one a miss. However, if you have really dry skin, just dry skin, combination dry skin, look no further for a blush if you want a beautiful, glowy, youthful, dewy finish to your blush. If you like those cream products, this is unbelievable. It's from Revolution and it is their Fast Base Blush Sticks. I only have this in 1 shade, so I'll show you a swatch of this on the screen now. This is hydrating, it's natural looking. It does have a coconut and pineapple scent to this though, which is extremely strong. So if you once overindulged in the Malibu and pineapple when you went out with your friends one evening in 1998, and then you were violently ill for the next 2 days, this may bring back flashbacks that you don't want to remember. I'm just saying. This does remind me a lot of the Pixie On The Glow blush that went absolutely viral on TikTok, so now nobody can get their hands on it. Now, if you can't get your hands on this, you may want to substitute it for this one because it's absolutely stunning. I don't think this one has as much longevity as the Pixie product, but it's definitely worth a look. Lovely. Moving on to the next product, which is a salicylic acid cleanser. I have used many a high-end salicylic acid cleanser in my time, and this rivals every single one of those products. Now, this isn't trying to be anything that it's not. It's definitely not a luxurious product. It's not got fancy packaging. This does not live out on my bath side because it's got a pretty bottle. It lives in a drawer, but it gets the job done, and that's all I care about when it comes to my skin. This is from the Inky list, and quite basically it's called Salicylic Acid Cleanser, which is exactly what it is, and it does exactly what it says. It cleanses beautifully. I use this as my second cleanse, so I tend to use an oil cleanser or a balm cleanser as my first cleanse to get rid of all my SPF and all my makeup and really cleanse deep down. And then I use this one just to do a second really deep cleanse, which is what my skin needs. The salicylic acid in this also helps to exfoliate my skin on a daily basis. Now, if I feel like my skin doesn't need it, I will double cleanse with my oil cleanser, but generally 6 days out of 7, I use this as my second cleanse. It's effective. It really is. Now, I like to use a salicylic acid cleanser because I've got problematic blemish-prone skin, but I also have dry skin, which is a very awkward combination. I can't get away with anymore using a salicylic acid serum all over my skin. It's just too harsh. So when I do get those breakouts, I like to spot treat those areas with salicylic acid serum, but to prevent those breakouts from happening in the first place, I like to use a daily salicylic acid cleanser, which tends to be a little bit more gentle than those all-over serum products that you leave on for an extended period of time. This works for me, and it doesn't dry out my skin because, again, you're not leaving it on for long enough. So it's definitely a pass from me. Yes, it's not luxurious, but like I said before, it gets the job done. And really, that's all that matters. And finally, I have a dupe for everybody with this last product. And I know I've spoken about similarities with high-end products throughout this video, but there are similarities and there are similarities. I mean, this looks the same, it feels the same, it lasts the same amount of time on the lip. And I actually prefer the affordable version to the high-end version. Can I say that? Well, I just did. If you are in love with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick and you're wanting a more affordable alternative, but you're not wanting to compromise on quality, you need to go out and buy this very, very quickly before everybody cottons on that it's pretty much the same. This is from Milani. I'm going to show you the swatches side by side so you can actually see how similar these are. This is the Colour Fetish Lipstick Matte. It's creamy and smooth, it's rich in pigment. In fact, I find it slightly richer in pigment than the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It's non-drying on the lip and it has a velvet matte finish. It's divine. Now, looking at these side by side in the tube, they look incredibly different. The Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk is much deeper and more of an orangey brown undertone, whereas the Milani lipstick looks a lot fairer and also a pinkier undertone. But honestly, once I swatch them and once they're on the lip, I just can't tell the difference, and they feel, well, they feel the same. So I really like it. I think it's amazing quality for the amount of money that you're having to pay. And even if we take the Charlotte Tilbury dupe status out of the equation, this is still an amazing stand-up lipstick. Beautiful quality, glides on effortlessly, lasts all day. I've got another shade in the range which is called Tease, which is also to die for, and I am loving it at the moment. I would definitely check these out. If you are a fan of a matte lipstick that doesn't dry out the lips, definitely a must. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Do let me know what you've thought about it in the comment section, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.